Hi Cancer, welcome to your March 1st through the 15th, 2017 Tarot Oracle reading with a little bit of astrology. I'm Mimi with Divination by Mimi. This is a general reading for Cancer. However, if you would like a personal reading, something specific to you, by all means, please email me at mimimemes@hotmail.com. You can use the email address that's in the description box below the video. Uh, Cancer, you are a cardinal sign ruled by the moon. So you are first of all, you herald summer. You are the solstice, and you are a mover, creative person. You're very much about family, love, relationships, and emotions. And with the moon being your ruling planet, as the moon definitely tends to affect our emotions, you too are a very sensitive person, emotionally sensitive person, sensitive to other people's feelings, sensitive to vibrations, very intuitive sign. Okay. Um, Now, with that said, I wanted to give you an idea of what's going on astrologically. Not a whole lot is going on in your sign. I mean, there is a point in time, I think, where the moon will be in your sign right around the 8th. No, sorry, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, that whole time period. It'll be in Cancer. The moon will be in Cancer. And it will be a full moon in Virgo on the 12th. That is a storm moon, I believe. Yes, a storm moon. That will be going full on Sunday the 12th in Virgo. Storm moon at 10:54 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Also of note, astrologically, Venus will be going retrograde, and that will happen on the 4th. The 4th is a Saturday, I believe. Yes. Saturday the 4th, and she will remain in retrograde to the 15th. And what that means for you, for us generally, is Venus is the planet of love, relationships, beauty, value, things like that. So it's about things that we normally value, perhaps not taking front and center stage as it normally does. Okay, you may not, or we as a whole collective may not be prioritizing those things above other things. With that said, at the same time, the North Node, no, the North Node basically is about how we, when we're talking collectively, things that we need to learn to grow. So in your own personal chart, the North Node would be what you in this incarnation need to learn in order to evolve to the next level. We as a collective need to learn the Virgoan traits to evolve to the next level. And some of those traits are tremendous. There's a level of altruism. Um, there is a deep level of sincerity and honesty. They're great planners, great thinkers. Their motto is I analyze. Yours is I feel. So what Cancer can learn, and the collective, all signs can learn from this, is where you might be more emotionally reactive. The thing that Virgo is calling you to do is to involve logic in that as well. Don't let it all be related to how you feel. Make sure that you're including how you think in the process too. Okay? Also going on around this time, Aries is full of activity. Mars will be leaving Aries Mars goes into Taurus. Mars is in Aries right now, which is very fast-paced energy. It's very close to Uranus, which is anything can happen activity. And it's in opposition with Jupiter, which is anything can happen on a large scale and fast. But he's going to slow down. Mars is going to slow down a little bit by the time he gets to Taurus, which I believe that happens right around the 9th or the 10th. Yeah, the 9th or the 10th is when Mars actually enters Taurus, which will slow his roll just a little bit, not being fed by fire quite so much. The other things you'll be feeling are the presence of the Sun, Neptune, and Mercury. Yeah, Mercury and Chiron in the constellation of Pisces. This is all very feeling. This is the time frame for Pisces birthday, so this is all very feeling, highly emotional energy. So depending upon your chart or your natal chart, you might have aspects that are going to be affected by that. certainly Neptunian energy is very similar to lunar energy, which you're very familiar with. So the emotional aspect of things you're very used to. That's nothing new for you. I think some of the things you're going to be feeling are a more staid energy as Mars moves into Taurus, as you are perfecting this incarnation by including those things that Virgo is quite good at, those analyzing, thoughtful, more logical side of things. And then, of course, your usual Cancer family, relationships, love, feelings, and intuition. You guys are so intuitive. All right, so let's get into some tarot. Just using the Rider-Waite-Smith. This is the universal deck, which is the original drawings, just sort of recolored, more volume added to it. I've also got the cartouche and couple different rune sets for clarification. Going to do the supernal triangle. So this is the top of the Kabbalistic tree of life. The first three sephira, which include Keter, Hokmah, and Binah. In our situation, that's going to act as superconscious, conscious, and subconscious. I'll pull a card for each. And then if we need to get clarification further on those, we've got the cartouche and the 2 sets of runes from which to pull if needed. Of course, anytime your ruling planet is in your constellation, which will be coming up this month, right in this time frame, it'll be passing through Cancer. Gosh, your antenna is up. You are on. You are definitely tapped into the divine, to your surroundings, to the feelings and vibrations of others. Okay, let's see what's going on for you. Oops, too many, sorry. I'm not gonna pull those, just too many. I want to say a lot. Goodness gracious. All right. That wants to come out. Oh, interesting. Contemplation. Superconscious, God, Keter, Spirit is talking about contemplation. You got the Hangman in its upright position. In conscious thought, you've got the 2 of Wands. In the Thoth deck, this is called Dominion. This is about you really having it all. This isn't the conscious mind, so this is what's on your mind. And there we go. And subconscious is the Fool in reverse. I swear you got this last month or last time I did a reading. The Fool in reverse. It was either here or here for you. I think that's why I got so many dislikes. But okay, so superconscious, God, source, spirit is telling you that it's a time for contemplation. It is a time for you to dig deep. So the purpose of being upside down is to change your perspective on how you look at things. Obviously, upside down is definitely a different perspective, right? In your conscious mind, you've got everything you need. It could be family related. It could be work related. This person is he's looking out on a harbor from a very nice vantage point. It looks to be some kind of a castle, emblem of the rose there. And he's literally holding that world in his hands. Has a red cap, which is indicative of power, right? So this is what's on your conscious mind. I do believe that you feel very, very confident in situations right now. This is, again, March 1st through the 15th, okay? So your conscious life, your world right now is kind of the way you want it. The people are in it that you want it to have there. The career is working the way you want it to work. You're managing your time well. I mean, really everything's pretty rosy in your conscious mind, which is probably very true because the superconscious is asking you now to take a different perspective on life. When things are going well here in our conscious mind and in the world, and there's that sense of ease, this opens up opportunity for further reflection on life, why we're here, the big picture, how can we grow, how can we learn, and how can we grow? And that's generally introspection or changing your perspective on how you look. Perhaps what you've got here, all these, and you've got so much, wonderful, wonderful card to have. Dominion, you're actually dominating your world. You're not wanting for much here, okay? When life is like that, sometimes if Spirit isn't urging you or nudging you to do this, the vacancy of time, the available space to do this is having you wondering about things. I mean, if you look at that person, he's holding the world in his hands, but he's looking beyond. He's looking out over the horizon. And I think Spirit is communicating to you that as you're seeking more, as you're looking more for more, and you're looking beyond your horizons, beyond what you have in your physical world, beyond the successes that you've had, as you look for the reasons of why, and you're learning and growing, Spirit is asking you to do it from a new perspective. Do things differently. Shake things up. Look within. I'm kind of getting a vibe that you need to look within to your own decision making more so. This may go for everybody or for one person or for nobody, but the message I'm getting is that you need to trust your own instincts more than looking outside of yourself for those things. So in other words, if you're inclined to ask everyone's opinion before you do anything, you might be wanting to sit and think in introspection and think about what you think, not what everybody else thinks, not what the world thinks is right, but what do you think? New perspective, introspection, looking for more than what is. You're looking for more. There's more out there, more than what just you have in the four senses. You're looking for more, but Spirit's saying look at it from a different angle. New perspective. Now, in the subconscious mind, we have the Fool in reverse again. Fool in its upright position is the new soul entering the world. Okay? I don't think this is bad. I think what it's reminding you to do as Spirit, yeah, okay, that makes sense. In its upright position, it is telling you, it's about looking at something, manifestation, some situation, some project, something, with a fresh new perspective, like a newborn baby. First day in the world, right? This is the spirit of this. So being that it's everyone's tendency, because again, you're looking for more and you're looking from your perspective, see? And your perspective is pretty solid and it's good, it's worked for you. So there might be a tendency, like there would for anybody, to rely and use the same perspective or look at things through the same lens that you always have. Spirit's saying no. Switch it up. Change your perspective. Don't you do what would be a normal tendency to do, which is rely on your old faculties, rely on your old experiences to form decisions. But really look within. Look deep and look from a new perspective. Uncover stones you haven't uncovered before. Yours is pretty clear. This is very clear messages for you. Just going to get some clarity on this. Just make sure I'm barking up the right tree. Ruff, ruff. God, I wish I could edit that out. That sounded so stupid. This is the cartouche based on Egyptian mythology. Archetypes that should still ring true to us in this eon as much as these do. Same old stories through time immemorial. Of lust. So similar heroes. So we'll see what we get here for subconscious. We got the newborn baby, reminding the newborn baby not to rely on its old, not look through the world through its lens, the same lens that it's always looked through. Okay. Let's get clarification on maybe what that means. There we go. Something wanted to come out. Yeah. Okay. Lotus in reverse. Again, Lotus is about peace, tranquility, spirituality, divinity. Divinity, is that a word? I can't even think right now. Getting in touch with the divine. You got it in reverse. This is in the subconscious mind. So I think it's just really, and I'll get more further clarification with the witches' runes, but I really think that this is driving home the fact that you really need to look at things from a new perspective. Spiritually. Taking time to yourself to look within, not without, not to look to others for their opinions or to others with how they would do things, but how you would do things. Make sure that you're looking inward. You're being urged to look inward. And look inward from a new perspective through a new lens. All right, let's pull a rune here. Again, more clarification here. These are clear. This is clear too, but I just want to drive it home because they're both in reverse. Okay. You got waves, watery waves. This is ruled by Neptune. And Neptune, please, Neptune is the planet of dreaminess, but it's also the planet of deception. So, this is really urging you not to fool yourself with old ways of thinking. Don't let other people come in and convince you of something. So let's say you you decide to take a new spiritual path, right? You're focusing out into the horizon, you're changing your perspective, and that means becoming a Hare Krishna or something like that. Make sure that it sits right with you. And that's why I think I'm getting this vibe to trust your instincts. Remember, you're a very intuitive sign. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, introspection. Okay? And if something feels off, if something feels wrong, scrap it and do it again. Look at it again. Make sure you're looking at everything with pure intent. Pure, not that you wouldn't, but pure trust in yourself. Trust that intuition. You know. You always know. So if it's someone that's veering you the wrong way, or if you're relying on old ways or old, looking at things through the old lens, through the same lens you've always looked at things through, remember that can be deceiving. Okay? So literally, Spirit is really asking you to look at things from a really new perspective. It might be a bit of an endeavor, but I do believe it will be worthwhile. Okay. So if you have any questions, then please include them in the comments section below. Again, my email address is mimimemes@hotmail.com if you'd like to inquire about a personal reading so it's more attuned to you. Otherwise, I will be uploading a full moon reading, and then I'll be uploading the zodiac specific readings again right around the middle of the month. So I wish you a wonderful first part of March. If I don't speak to you individually, then I look forward to carrying a message to you in the middle of March. You take care.